Hello, my name is Joshua Mugabi. I welcome you to Support and Movement Essay Questions and Answers. This is Support and Movement Part 2. The answers will be discussed. Please do not forget to visit my YouTube channel, Mugabi Joshua, and please press that subscription button. These essay questions are similar to the ones set by UNEP, KCSE, GCSE, and IGCSE examination boards. You will have enough time to recall the correct answer. Don't worry, we shall get the correct answer through discussions. I wish you the best of luck. Please don't forget to visit my YouTube channel, Mugabi Joshua, and please press that subscription button. Let us begin our essay questions. Question 5. State 3 types of skeleton found in Kingdom and Moria. They want us to state 3 types of skeleton found in Kingdom and Moria. We have the hydroskeleton. Hydroskeleton, that is a type of skeleton which is found in the earthworm. It consists of water. Then we have the endoskeleton, like the one found in man. That one is called endoskeleton. And then we have the third one, which is exoskeleton, like that one found in insects. Those are the 3 types of skeleton found in Kingdom and Moria: hydrostatic skeleton, endoskeleton, and exoskeleton. Question 6. State 3 differences between an animal's muscle cell and plant's palisade cell. They want us to state 3 differences between the animal's muscle cell and the plant's palisade cell. So when you look at the muscle cell, it looks like that, small muscles which are attached to each other. And when you look at the palisade cell, it looks like a general plant cell with the nucleus and the other components. So now we want to look at the differences between these 2 types of cells, the animal cell and the plant palisade cell. So we can say the palisade cell has got chloroplast, whereas the muscle cell lacks chloroplast. The palisade cell has got a cell wall, whereas the muscle cell lacks a cell wall. The palisade cell has got large cell vacuole, whereas the muscle cell has got tiny cell vacuoles. Then the palisade cell lacks centrioles, whereas the muscle cell has got centrioles. So those are the differences between the animal's muscle cell and the plant's palisade cell. Question 7. The diagram represents a mammalian bone. The diagram that we are seeing represents a mammalian bone. Part A. They want us to name the bone. That is part A. They want us to name the bone. When you look at that bone, it has got a notch. Therefore, that bone should be the ulna. And then part B, part 1, says which bone articulates with the bone notch. Which bone articulates with the bone at the notch? Which bone articulates with the bone at the notch. So when you look at that notch there, the bone which articulates with the notch there should be the humerus bone. The humerus bone is the one which articulates with the ulna at that notch. Then part B, part 2, it requires us to name the types of joints formed when the bone in B1 articulates. Those are the ulna and the humerus. They want us to name the type of joint formed between the ulna and the humerus when they articulate, which type of joint is formed. Now, when you look at them, they form a joint which is called the hinge joint. The hinge joint moves in only one plane. So the ulna and the humerus, they form a hinge joint. Question 8, part A. Question 8, part A. It says, name the hard outer covering of the membranes of the phylum Arthropoda. Name the outer hard covering of the members of phylum Arthropoda. So when you look at all those organisms, their outer covering, that hard covering, should be the exoskeleton. Then part B they say, state 4 roles played by the structure named in A above. State 4 roles played by the structure named in 4 above. Which structure are they talking about? They are talking about the exoskeleton. So we are naming 4 roles played by the exoskeleton. The first one, the exoskeleton supports the body tissue and organs. It supports the body tissue and organs. Secondly, it protects the inner parts of the insect. It protects the inner parts of the insects. And third, it reduces water loss or evaporation. It reduces the amount of water lost or evaporated. And the fourth, it helps in the movement of the muscles, at the same time the attachment of those muscles. That is the exoskeleton roles played in the insect. Question 9. State part A. Question 9, part A. State the role of lignin in the wall of the xylem vessel. State the role of lignin in the wall of the xylem vessel. 1. It provides mechanical strength. That is lignin, which is found in the walls of the xylem vessels. It provides mechanical strength. Then secondly, it provides support. Lignin in the walls of the xylem vessels provide support. Then the third, lignin provide the strengthening. It is a strengthening tissue. Lignin is a strengthening tissue in the walls of the xylem vessels. Part B. Part B states, how does the vascular bundle contribute to support in plants? How does the particular vascular bundle contributes to support in plant? We know the vascular bundle includes the xylem, the phloem, and the cambium. So they are asking us, how does it support or contribute to support in plants? 1. The xylem vessels and tracheids have lignified walls, and these ones provide support. So the lignified walls of the xylem vessels and tracheids, they provide support to the plant. Question 10, part A. It says distinguish between tendons and ligaments. Distinguish between tendons and ligaments. If you look at those two bones, you will see one has got a ligament and another one has got the tendon. So we want to distinguish between the two. Now, the tendons are structures which attach skeletal muscles to bone. Tendons are structures which attach skeletal muscles to bones, while ligaments are structures that hold the two bones together. Ligaments are structures that hold two bones together. Question 10, part B. It states that state one way through which herbaceous plants achieve support. State one way through which herbaceous plants achieve support. And one of the way is that the herbaceous plant, they use the tag pressure. This tag pressure provides support to the plant so that it can stand upright. Secondly, the herbaceous plants, they use the tendrils and the climbing stem to help it to stand and also to attain sunlight for photosynthesis and then also for the growth of its fruits. And then the herbaceous plants, they also have tissue distribution in the stems like the parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma, which act as supporting materials in the plant. These tissues are distributed in the stems, the parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, which provide support to the herbaceous plants. Then they also use the spine and thorns. For example, in roses, those ones also help to give them support. So those are the ways through which herbaceous plants achieve support. Thank you very much for attending to Support and Movement Essay Questions and Answer. This has been Support and Movement Part 2. Please, I encourage you to go to Part 3. The answers will be discussed, but please do not forget to visit my YouTube channel, Mugabi Joshua, and please press that subscription button. Let's meet in Part 3.